Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Saints headed up to New England. Not a game that is played often, only 15 times in history between the two teams. The Patriots 10-5 all time against the Saints. But last time the Saints were in New England, a couple of years ago, Saints did work back in 2021. See if they can do it again. Joe Murray covers the Pats. He's
Murray, present.
Thank you, sir. He's on up there at 98.5, the Sports Hub. Joe, we appreciate it, man. How are you?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Man, it'd be doing a lot better if the home teams didn't stink. But you could probably empathize a little bit with that right now. What's the mood up there around the Patriots right now?
The sky is falling.
Right.
And it's been falling for a while. And it's all because of one man, and it's Bill Belichick, the way that he has built the team with personnel, moving on from Jacoby Myers for Juju Smith-Schuster. And the sky is falling. They're panicked, and they just benched their quarterback. And Mac Jones is still a question mark.
Is Belichick going to get fired after this year?
I don't know. I'm going to tell you this much. He's definitely on the hot seat, and Robert Kraft, the owner, is upset. This year, they promised changes. They brought in Bill O'Brien from Alabama to help out. Through 4 weeks, it's worse than last year. What Bill Belichick did a year ago, hiring Matt Patricia to run the offense with Joe Judge, it's still lingering in the locker room. But they should be better than they are. But the draft has been terrible. The free agent signings have been worse. And the worst part about it, their offensive line is the worst we've seen in years. They had a guy, Dante Starnecki, here for a long time who could fix things, but it all just isn't working since Tom Brady is left, and people cannot talk about it. It's all we talk about. Bill Belichick, since Tom Brady, it's been really bad, especially you just mentioned at home. They struggled at home. They're 20-24 since Tom Brady has left at home. That's just not good enough.
Joe, could I suggest that the Patriots have lost to the Eagles, the Dolphins, and the Cowboys this year? Three of the best teams in the NFL, and maybe it's not as bad as the record may suggest. Would that hold water?
That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you that, but at the same time, they had a chance to beat the Eagles down 5. They had the ball in their hands to tie the Dolphins. And, last week was a disaster. Don't get me wrong. It was bad from the get-go. But you only score 13 points against the Jets. It's just, to me, yes, the schedule was tough. But I just think that the play call, the mistakes, it's all from personnel and talent. It falls on Bill Belichick. But, hey, you guys are up in SEC country. I have never been a Bill O'Brien fan. He wasn't good at Alabama, I thought, despite having the Heisman Trophy winner. And now he's here, and he can't help. So if Bill O'Brien can't help Mac Jones, Josh McDaniels can't, and even Matt Patricia, who can? And at some point, he's going to be the ball guy, not Belichick.
So does that happen this weekend? We saw Bailey Zappi play in place of Mac Jones in the blowout on Sunday. Is this Mac Jones' game on Sunday?
I think it is, yeah. And I think Belichick alluded to it in our postgame show. But Zappi doesn't turn the ball over. They won with Zappi last year. Zappi might not be better than Mac Jones, but he doesn't get behind in games. He doesn't turn the ball over. And that's where I think they're at. If they turn the ball over, they're going to go to Zappi. But I think this week, it is Mac Jones. But for the Saints, the biggest thing is this: the Patriots are without two of their best defenders. Matthew Judon, the All-Pro, and Christian Gonzalez has been a standout corner. I know the 1-3 record's not great, and the struggles are there. The biggest loss is going to be those two guys, and they're bringing J.C. Jackson today, who I think is a scrub. So, I mean, maybe they can fix it, but the Patriots defense has been good. And I'm not saying the Saints offense has been great. They might be catching the Saints at the right time this week, though.
Hey, Joe, stop stealing my notes, man. Joe Murray's our guest from 98.5 The Sports Hub. I was going to ask you about Judon and Gonzalez. So it's easy from afar to look and go, okay, I know what Matthew Judon is, 15 and a half sacks a year ago. The dude is awesome. He's probably the best defensive player the Patriots had. And Gonzalez is a starting cornerback. You take those two guys away. I can quantify this, but qualify this for me, Joe. How big of a deal is it on Sunday for New England not having those two guys against the Saints?
Matthew Judon's the only player that teams have the game plan for on the Patriots roster. There's nobody else, not even on the offensive side of the ball. Matthew Judon was that important to the team. So he's on one side of the field, and then Christian Gonzalez is on the other. So I think that Josh Uche will probably can take that role. He's still pretty good. And Bill Belichick's game plans on defense are still good. They're still quality. But this week, in particular, I think the Saints are going to challenge the corners of the Patriots, and just like the Cowboys did a week ago. The question for the Patriots is the Saints have given up 95 yards or more a game. Can the Patriots run the football? If they can, it will stop the play-action pass to test that defense. Although I think the Saints defense is pretty good, I think the Patriots can run on them this week.
Okay. I also know that, and you just alluded to it as well, the Pats' offensive line has been a struggle. Sort of handicap that matchup for me there, Joe, with that Pats running game against the Saints defensive front, which over the past handful of years has been one of the best in the NFL, but early in this year they've struggled.
I think the Pats have to just try it. And what I mean by that is they lost Cole Strange. He was a first-round pick a year ago. He's projected to be back this week. They have to at least try to get Mac Jones under center. So when I say run the ball, it is against a good defense. Don't get me wrong. But they have to at least set the initiative that they want to win the game in the trenches. Now, 2 weeks ago, the Patriots didn't give up a sack versus the Jets. The Jets are a pretty good defense. They have to have that same mindset they play at home. I think they need to give the ball to Ramondre Stevenson and Zeke Elliott more. They just have to do it. So it's going to be a battle in the trenches. It's going to be a low-scoring game. But I think at home, the Patriots can maybe set up play action, and that's how they can test the Saints. But you've seen it week in and week out. I know the Saints are a good defense, but they have given up yardage. And the Patriots might have to take advantage of it at home this week in a desperation situation in an all-out game where I think they can't depend on Mac Jones.
Hey, Joe, statistically, these two teams are mirror images. I mean, almost identical offensive statistics. What's the key on Sunday? What tilts the game one way or the other?
In a way, I think it's going to be how Taysom Hill can make an impact. And maybe you can educate me on that, but I think he can do a lot of things. And I think he could be a gadget guy against the Patriots that they don't game plan for. Also, if Alvin Kamara is going to catch another 13 balls out of the backfield, I assume they're probably going to get more yardage this week. Is there a guy on the Patriots? Is there a guy that can cover him? I don't know if the Patriots have a linebacker that can cover Kamara. But you guys have Chris Olave. You got receivers that can make plays. The Patriots will scheme it right. But if you guys have big plays, the Patriots won't be able to keep up offensively. That's just the bottom line.
Man, the offense has been a struggle for the Saints. When you don't score a touchdown in your building against Tampa, vibes are not good, man. It's interesting, Joe, because we could probably just replace the team names and be having the same conversation if I were talking with you about the Saints. So what would a win for New England on Sunday mean?
Oh, they're 2-3. They play the Vegas Raiders next week with Josh McDaniels. It's redemption. It's 3-3 going into Buffalo. I'll just say this for you Saints fans out there: you have more talent than the Patriots. You should win this game. I just think the Patriots at home are in a must-win situation. The betting line is 1.5, which favors the Patriots. So I think that's another thing they have in their favor. But I think the Saints right now are going with Carr, which might not be their best option. The Patriots have beat those type of quarterbacks in the past. Those are the only teams they beat. Derek Carr and backup quarterback in Zach Wilson. So that's why the Patriots eventually win this week. But there's more talent on the Saints side of the football, no doubt.
Patriots also have a better head coach. There's no doubt about that. Joe Murray on Twitter at Joe Murr, M-U-R-R. Y'all give him a follow there. 98.5, the Sports Hub there in Boston. Joe, we appreciate a couple of minutes, man. Drive safely. Enjoy the game this weekend, man.
Good talk. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.